Are we going on a trip? Every time I go on one of these little getaways just for a few days, I tell myself, I'm going to be in the woods, I'm going to write, it's going to be productive but in the fun way. And then I get there and I just kind of want to sit around and eat and stare at the lake and the trees and take walks and not do any work. So I couldn't really afford to do that on this trip if I want to finish my book and win NaNoWriMo, which I really, really want to do. So I was hoping this trip was going to be a little bit different. I did get mostly caught up on my client work before I left, but I couldn't afford to completely check out of that fully either. So when we arrived at the cabin on Sunday night, I was really hoping the next day, the next morning, I would wake up feeling refreshed and happy to be in the woods and ready to do some very chill, very relaxed work, if that's a thing. So dark. Whoops. To be perfectly honest, even though the bed was super comfortable and everything should have been perfect, I didn't have the best night's sleep, and Rosa decided, I guess because we were in a new place, that she was going to wake us up way earlier than normal. So I got up feeling a little bit tired, but made some nice strong coffee and told myself I would just have a nice slow start to my morning, and maybe later in the day I would feel a little bit more focused and ready to write. To fight off a nap, because I really had the urge to nap, we decided to take a nice long walk around the area we were staying in and just explore a little bit. And it was beautiful outside, I think in the upper 50s or low 60s in the middle of the day. It was just absolutely gorgeous. This is in Arkansas, by the way. I don't think I've mentioned exactly where we are. And it's a spot we've been to before. Actually, the funny thing is, last time we came here, this time last year, I was working on Dragon Balloon. I think I was just starting it, and I was really excited about it, which is kind of fun and kind of sad to look back on, since that book is, kind of finished. I have a rough draft of it. I don't know if I'll ever do anything with it. It's just kind of living in a, folder on my laptop. But anyway, as the day went on, I took a nap, I admit it, I gave in, and I read, I brought some books, and I cooked. I made ribs. They were great, not to brag, but, they came out real good. And we just, hung out, ate, drank some wine, watched some movies, and I did not write a single word, and I was okay with that. Oh, and Josh made fudge. Peanut butter fudge. That's the most important part of the entire trip. I mean, let's be honest. It was amazing. It was delicious. It made the whole cabin smell like a chocolate shop. It was everything.
Now wipe all the cure.
The next night, I slept much better, and I woke up around 7 to this absolutely beautiful sunrise and felt a lot more motivated and ready to go. So I made some coffee, and I added a hot chocolate stick. No, the fudge last night wasn't enough chocolate. One can never have too much chocolate. This coffee was amazing, by the way. I hung out on the sofa with Rosa for about an hour, taking care of some client work, just responding to their emails and tossing around ideas for books that we're about to start writing together. And that was a nice way to kind of get me going, get my brain going, and get me to wake up. But I needed to work on my book. So you guys know what I did. Dictation to the rescue once again. Just spent about an hour out here on the deck, taking in this beautiful view and walking around with my chocolatey coffee and dictating. And I got a little over 4,000 words and crossed that 40,000 mark. So it is November 23rd. So I'm feeling pretty good about my odds of finishing this book in the next 7 days. Like both hitting the 50,000 word mark and also getting to the end of this book, because the last couple scenes I wrote, like, you know, the villain's monologue is already happening and like all that stuff. I know that's super cliche. I'm not saying I'm going to keep it in the final version, at least not the way it is right now, but I definitely had to talk through my villain explaining herself. Anyway, yeah, I'm closing in on the end for sure. There are still so many logistical things I need to work out. In fact, even just as I was dictating these last couple of scenes, there were two big realizations I had where I was like, oh, here's this thing that happened that I'm gonna have to set up from the very beginning. But whatever, this is a super rough draft. It happens. I'm figuring stuff out. But yeah, I'm really excited. I think at this time next week I'm gonna be done with this book. Oh my god. Yay. We headed back to Dallas the next day, and you know, I felt really good about it. I mean, 40,000 words down, 10 to go before this coming Tuesday. Because of the amount of client work I have, I do think I might have to try finishing those 10,000 words all up in one go using dictation, which I've done before. I did it a few weeks ago, so I'm hoping I can do it again. That might be this Monday. It's definitely going to be a race to the finish, coming down to the minute with this NaNoWriMo, but I think I'm gonna make it, guys. Let me know how your writing is going, and I'll see you on Tuesday with another one. Bye.